That's kind of out of frame.
Get over here!
What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. Today we're going to be picking back up on the boat. I really want to take this thing out on the water and actually be able to enjoy it, but I want to get the carpet done and I want to get the seats done like I had mentioned before. So this is one of the seats that it came with. Basically, this is the only seat that it came with that actually went to the boat. They call these back-to-back seats. This boat should have originally had 2 of them. They would sit side by side and it's a total of 4 seats, but of course you sit back to back. What's kind of cool about these is they do lay out. So not only do you have storage underneath, but you can slide them and it kind of lays out to where you can lay on it, you know what I mean? But if I'm being honest, I don't really care to have this style of seat in there. It's not what I am envisioning, you know what I'm saying? Plus this seat has definitely seen better days. Now, through the whole journey of boat shopping, I've seen a lot of seats in much worse condition than this, but these seats still are really dry. They're all cracked and it's like separating in places. So
You're recording me, recording you, recording each other, recording videos for the DBFam?
yeah.
Hi DBFam.
Yeah, Braven's working on auto to manual swapping and I'm working on boat seats.
Making a better video, guys.
Yeah, of course everybody's gonna like your video more. Even though in real life, putting seats inside of the boat is a lot more fun than doing that auto to manual swap
Oh
out
yeah,
there.
I mean.
So in my search on Marketplace, well not just Marketplace, but all over the place, Amazon and eBay and looking at online marine stores and everything else, I have found that boat seats can be relatively expensive. And I'm trying to get this boat up and going for a budget, you know what I'm saying? Like I mentioned to you guys, I'm trying to keep this under $2,500. We spent $1,400 on the boat itself, so we do have some wiggle room. If I can spend drastically less, I would much rather do that. It's not like a goal of mine to hit 25, so I'm trying to do everything as cheap as I possibly can. We ended up picking carpet up. This is indoor outdoor carpet that I got from Home Depot. This entire thing is 6 foot by I think it's 14 feet long is what I bought, and I got this at 70 bucks. So I think I was doing pretty good there. But of course, I still had to buy glue. This stuff right here, this was $30 itself. Damn near half the cost of the freaking carpet. I'm $100 in on carpet so far. But then for seats, these front to back seats, like the one that we have here, those go for, the cheapest I found them was like $250. Anyhow, those are upwards of $300-400 a piece as well. So I would have been into it $800 for seats. You know what I'm saying? Through my search on Marketplace, I came across these, and you can find these seats all over the damn place. These come from a side-by-side. If you look on Marketplace, you can find RZR seats and Polaris seats, side-by-side seats in general, all over Marketplace for stupid ass cheap. So I bought all 4 of these for $100, bro. $25 a piece. And what's cool about them is they are obviously durable and they are waterproof because they are for a side-by-side. Not only that, but they are also really freaking light. Like these things are stupid ass light, and the mounting surface for them is really simple. It just has a flat bottom down here and you have holes right here that you can run bolts through. So coming up here inside of the boat, I want you guys to realize something. With the carpet removed, what do you guys not see right here? There are absolutely no holes in the bottom of the boat. There's no holes, there's no, bolts, there's no nothing sticking up for mounting seats. There's no signs of any kind that there was a seat mounted there. That's because these seats don't mount. So if you look down here, this is wood, and of course over time this stuff will rot out. This boat is 41 years old and this is the original seat. So for being 41 years old, this is actually in pretty good shape, but it is falling apart. But my point here is that these don't bolt down inside of the boat. They literally just sit in there. That's all they do. Like, so you can move them around or take them out or do whatever with them. They literally just sit in there. No screwing it down, no bolting it down to the boat, nothing. They just, exactly like they are doing right here, they just sit. So I want to build something for these seats to do the exact same. I also want to mention really quick that I have 4, but I don't think I'm going to fit 4. I don't think that these seats are going to work very well putting them back to back. And I don't think that there's enough room to actually put 4 forward facing seats in here. But we do have these built-in seats in the back, so it still would fit one. If we just did 2, we'd still have a passenger and driver seat, we'd still have these 2 seats back here, and then we still have the open bow in the front where people are capable of sitting up here. So there will still be plenty enough seating for 6 people to sit comfortably, you know what I'm saying? Basically where I'm at is we need to build a box to mount to the bottom of these seats that will hold the seat up straight, and it's heavy enough to hold the weight of the seat so it doesn't just flop around. And we need to build it in a way that matches this one. So I think I need to kind of copy the dimensions of this, just it's going to obviously be a lot shorter. All right, so I think I got a game plan here. The width of this factory little seat box is, I forget what it is now, actually. I think it was 16. Yeah, it's 16 inches. So if I set these side-by-side seats up here, what's cool is the width of this actually lines up to this bolting pattern that's on the bottom of the seat. But I think instead of using material like this is like plywood, I think I want to go with something like a 2x6. I have this extra piece out back that I was able to just kind of test it, and the 2x6 actually fits inside of there perfect, inside of this little mounting area. So I think that is going to give us the strength that we need. Basically build a box out of 2x6. Anyhow, I need to run to Home Depot and go grab us a few sticks of this here 2x6, and we'll be on the road ready to build our boxes. We now have seat boxes and a freaking wagon. So we got up this morning and found a decently priced, what they call this? A garden wagon on Marketplace. This is gonna be a whole nother build, bro. Gonna build a fishing wagon out of that because we've been going to the park a lot more lately and like going fishing. And last time we went, we took an ice chest and everything for drinks and having to carry an ice chest and all that crap, you know? So I had the brilliant idea of, you know what? I'm gonna make a fishing cart. Something, you know, somewhere to put the fishing poles and the chairs and the ice chest and tackle box and all that stuff and roll it over there. And then baby ended up going online and found that they already make those. So yeah, anyhow, that doesn't stop me from making my own. But anyhow, got these finished up last night. So well, I mean, they're not done, but this is the basic, the base of it, you know what I'm saying? This is what the seat is going to actually mount to. So that is the driver's side, this is the passenger side, and the seat is actually going to bolt here and here on both sides. And then there is a space that I still need to make a door and everything. So the idea is I want to have a door right here that opens up, and then underneath the seat, that's going to be like a little storage area. So it's not just wasted space. We could actually put stuff in there, you know what I'm saying? But anyhow, now I need to go ahead and get the seats mounted up. And then I think I'm going to be adding another board. So the seats are going to bolt here and here, and then the butt of the seat actually sits down in here. I think I'm going to add another board right here to support the butt, just to make sure that the weight, like there's something there to support the weight, you know what I mean? All right, seat boxes are done. I think I've already mentioned this, but they're not complete yet. There's still going to be more that I have to add to this, but the box itself is finished for the seat to mount on it, and we can set the seats in there and all that, you know, like we've seen. I got them all mocked up in there, and they fit pretty good, man. I'm actually extremely satisfied with how that came out, but I do still need to make like a door for the back section right here, because this is going to be kind of for storage. I want to put like a cover on it, and it's going to be a door that opens up, and I want to try to figure out a way to do like some cup holders or something on the back side of it, just to make it a little bit more functional, you know. Anyhow, we got that section painted at least. Now we can allow that to dry while we get started on this damn carpet, bro. Damn, buddy, would you look how big of a speaker box we could fit down there? Yeah, I'm just kidding. Look, there's the fuel cell. This thing's got a bigger fuel cell on it than khaki does. Big old aluminum sucker. It actually sounds pretty freaking empty. Anyhow, I needed to remove that back panel right here because there was still a small section of carpet, and it actually went underneath it. So whenever I cut it out, I just cut up flush with that panel. But now I'm capable of taking the rest of it out. And I think we're gonna have to vacuum this thing again before gluing the new carpet down, because the floor got all freaking dirty. Go away, son of a bitch. What's it look like? What's it look like?
It looks sticky.
It looks sticky?
Yeah, look.
Oh, wow. Would you just look at that? All right, so I did just a quick Google search whenever we're at Home Depot and what people use to glue their carpet down inside of their boats. And apparently they use this stuff right here. Robert 6700 indoor-outdoor carpet adhesive. So that's the game plan. This stuff is really thick, bro. I don't have the correct tool for laying it down. You're supposed to use something like this, but it has like all the little teeth cut in it, you know? And my camera is filthy. Let Braven use the camera one time. Anyhow, it's supposed to have a little teeth cut in it. This is all I've got. I'm gonna try to just put it on with this. If I have to, maybe I'll cut teeth in it. I started to. I don't know. Wish me luck. Hopefully this goes well. I cut this down to exactly 9 feet. That's what we need. My idea is to kind of lay some glue in the center, get the carpet in here and glue the center of it down, and then push it out over to the edge and actually trim it in the boat and cut it to shape. You know what I'm saying? That's the plan. So hopefully it goes well. Well, got the carpet down, so now I can't do anything until at least tomorrow. It says it has to dry for 24 hours. Anyhow, I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, it is the next morning. We have sunlight, thankfully. Anyhow, I don't know if you guys remember these wood pieces that were on the side panels in there. I pulled these off a few videos ago, whenever it was. But yeah, they were just bare wood. So I painted these black. We're gonna go ahead and screw these back up. Alright, so with the carpet done, I need to make a new one of these damn things because this is like warped to shit from the sun. And I'm also wanting to paint this. I took it off because I was going to, honestly, I was going to take all the switches out and everything just to paint this panel. But a lot of these things, I have to completely undo the wiring in order to get the switch, like this fuse out. So this just has the 3 switches and a horn button. And these are lights that tell you that the switch is on, and this is a fuse for each one. So in order to take all that stuff out, you got to kind of undo all this wiring. I don't really want to do that. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just mask that stuff off and just spray around it. It'll look better than what it does now. It'll be kind of half-assed, but it's gonna work, man. I don't give a shit. But this, we're gonna make a new one. I need to make a template, and we're gonna cut this out of a piece of aluminum. While we let the primer dry on that, this is the, like, I'm gonna call it a plank. This is the piece of wood that goes over the hole that's in the center of the boat. I was gonna make a new one, but this one isn't in terrible condition. It does have one warped board on it, and it's this one right here on the end. It's like a 1 inch thick, 3.5 inches wide. So it's basically like a 1x4, in which I had the perfect size over on the side of the house. This is actually kind of funny. This came from an old bunk bed, and it is the exact same dimensions as the piece that we need to replace. Like, I don't have to cut it down or anything, bro. I just gotta take the screws out of this one and put the new one in, and we'll be golden. I'm probably gonna go ahead and paint this black as well, just to clean it up and make it look nicer. Alright, got these things sprayed. I think that's actually going to come out pretty decent, man. Not too terrible. Got the new gauge bezel painted. And that wood, dude, I try to go really heavy on this to kind of fill it in. I mean, you have to walk on this, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to end up getting a splinter in my toe, you know? But now we got to go and hit the road. I got something I got to go pick up. Marketplace find. Alright, so this is a Bimini top. Not to be confused with bikini top. But no, this is a Bimini top. So this is basically like a fold down shade tarp for boats. You can find cheap ones on Amazon for like 150 bucks or whatever. The more expensive ones go from anywhere from 300 upwards of like 1,200 freaking dollars. So I don't think that this one is a $1,200 one by any means. But the guy told me he bought this brand new for $300, a little less than $300. It didn't fit his boat. So I ended up getting this off a marketplace for $50 freaking dollars, and it's brand spanking new still. The only problem with it is we don't have mounting brackets, but the mounting bracket is just something you have to put one single like bolt through, you know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure we can fabricate something up. That is freaking dope, bro. Holy crap. I mean, out of everything that we've done to the boat so far, I think that right there makes the biggest difference. It just makes it look so much more like, I don't know, like I want to take it out in the water. I really wanted to get a black Bimini top, but I mean, what can I say? The blue actually matches the boat. I'm just not a huge fan of blue, unfortunately, but I mean, what can you do? The boat that I bought is blue, and we got a killer deal on that. So 50 bucks on Marketplace, you can't beat it. So I did make, as you guys seen, I was making some brackets for this thing, and what I was gonna do is they were gonna mount up here, but the width of this thing is a little bit wider. So this thing is actually, I don't know, like 2 or 3 inches too wide to actually fit my boat, but I was gonna make it work. My idea is, like, I mean, this thing is so flimsy, like you can bend the bottom in, and I was gonna make a bracket and just bolt it right here, but I was setting it up here, Braven and I just kind of getting a feel for where it is we wanted to mount it, because whenever this thing folds down, you want it to sit nice and flush and flat. Like, you don't want it to sit on top of the motor or whatever. So we need to figure out exactly where to mount it, and when doing so, I realized that it would almost be better to just go ahead and through bolt it through the side of the boat, and that's what I ended up doing. So I do have a spacer between there. There's a washer between the spacer and the boat, so that it's not going to sit there and, you know, like do damage to the boat as it's swiveling. I have a locking nut on the other side so that I was able to leave it a little bit loose so that it can swivel without, you know, causing damage to the plastic part on the Bimini top. I don't know, it worked out, bro. I don't have any silicone right now, but I was gonna squirt a little bit of silicone in there to kind of waterproof it, but I mean, what can I say? It's a boat, dude. So water actually does splash up and get inside of the boat. The area where I through bolted it, I was able to get to it really easily on the inside through this little pocket. But that looks a lot better. Anyhow, I am quickly running out of daylight, and I have a lot of work still to do. I need to clean this. I'm gonna super clean it and scrub it, and I need to get this mounted back up, and I need to get those 2 kicker panels mounted back up. Those 2 go all the way underneath there and there, and if you guys don't remember where that thing came from, it actually goes right there. But I do need to get the battery back in there and all of that. And of course, the most tedious part that we got to do is put the this little gauge cluster, gauge bezel piece that I made. We got to put that back in with the kilometers per hour and the fuel level. And then we got to put this switch panel back in, hook all the wiring back up. Ooh, I'm actually going to throw this in right now because I'm excited about that. And to be honest with you, I have actually fallen inside of that hole of the boat 2 or 3 times now already. Officially ready to con the boat. Oh, I gotta put the cup holders back in. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. We got the gauge cluster panel majigger, got that remade because the old one was junk. Got that painted the switch panel, got all that put back together, and the wiring's a lot cleaner underneath there than what it was before. Went through and wiped all this stuff down really well with alcohol to get kind of that like staining and stuff off of it. Resprayed these pieces of wood to black. We made the boxes for the seats, in which, no, these are not done. I'm gonna make little like covers for that. That's probably gonna be padded on top. They're gonna hinge open because that's gonna be for like storage. And I'm thinking about making some kind of cup holder or something back here as well. Replaced that warped board on this, painted it black, got it all cleaned up, and wiped all this stuff back here down. Got all that reinstalled, and the battery, cleaned up some of the wiring back there in the battery, but for the most part it wasn't that bad. And here's the little cup holders. We're gonna clean these inside of the sink. Doink. I call them cup holders, but really they're just can holders. They won't even hold a Red Bull, they'll just fall out. There we go. Got a little bit more dirt in there. I need to clean the damn windows, man. I started recording, I'm like, man, the windows are filthy. There's one over here, and uno más. Right there. So anyhow, I do want to eventually redo this upholstery. I'm gonna do it myself. This facial board right here, I want to redo this, and we're gonna redo the seats in the front. That's all stuff that I think I'm just gonna take on myself. I was watching videos and stuff on how to do it. It doesn't look like it's gonna be too terribly difficult. I mean, of course, I'm not gonna be able to do all the piping and everything that's got in it, but I'll be able to do something to make it look a lot better than what it does. You know what I mean? The Bimini cover. The Bimini top, that's huge. What else? I'm also supposed to change the oil tonight. I didn't get around to doing that. Oh, the carpet, duh. Got new carpet put in here. That is definitely huge, makes a big difference. And now I seen the comments, a lot of you guys talking about black seats and black carpet and the stuff's gonna get really hot. You're probably right. You're more than likely right. I'm not doubting you. We'll see, man, who knows? I don't know if this is gonna be my forever boat. I do like the direction that it's going, getting it cleaned up, making it look a lot nicer. Who knows? We might end up flipping this thing, making a little bit of profit off of it, since we did get it for so cheap, and maybe get something better later down the line. But I'm excited to get this thing out in the water now, in which that is the plan for tomorrow. That's why I've been trying to go so hard today to get this damn thing done, because yeah, I went down to the Arizona Fish and Game Department or whatever and got my tags for the boat. So I need to put my new tag on it. And I also got this stuff right here though, in which I'd like to do this before putting the tag on it. This is supposed to fix the finish on the gel coat and bring the shine back to it. But we're gonna be doing this in another video because I also want to see what this might do to the Blazer. Anyhow guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do smash the like button. Peace, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I don't know if we're gonna be doing car stuff, or maybe I'll make a video taking the boat out. Throw it in the comments what you want to see later.